It's Amy, your Gray Girlfriend, and welcome to the Gray Girlfriend's Guide to Life podcast. First, let me say that I'm so happy and grateful that you're here with me. Out of the more than 3 million podcasts available, you chose this one, so thank you. This podcast was created for high-achieving women, real women who face and conquer real challenges, real women who are ready to take their lives to the next level. Between us all, we've been through it all, and I'm here to tell you, you can thrive despite it. So whether you're commuting to or from work or doing one of the other 50,000 things you do on a weekly basis, pop in your earbuds, my friend, and let's go. Today's episode is the ever-changing face of friendship. Friendships shape who we are, sometimes gently, sometimes with seismic force. From the playground to the professional world, our friends walk alongside of us, sharing laughs and our heartbreaks and everything in between. But if you're like most adults, you probably noticed that friendships don't look the same now as they did in our 20s or our 40s or even a few years ago. So what happened? And more importantly, how can we nurture meaningful connections in the spinning carousel of adulthood? Let's walk through what friendship looks like in different life stages and explore how to navigate its complexity as grown-ups. Stage 1 is childhood, and that's the foundation of connection. In childhood, friendship often begins with proximity and shared play. You're best friends with the kid who sits next to you in class or plays on the same soccer team. Defining traits of childhood friendships are simplicity and loyalty and immediacy. Childhood friendships work because of shared environments and common routines, both of which make our time together almost effortless. We learn trust and fairness and the joy of companionship here, skills we carry forward in life even when our later friendships look different. Stage 2 are the teenage years, identified by identity and belonging. By adolescence, friendships become deeper and more emotionally charged. Friends feel like an extension of ourselves. They are a safe place to try on different versions of who we might become. Defining traits of teenage friendships are intensity and shared secrets and late-night talks or text. A challenge of teenage friendships is that conflict can feel bigger because emotional regulation is still developing. From our teenage friendships, we learn how to navigate disagreements and how belonging shapes our sense of self. Stage 3, early adulthood. That's a time of shared adventures and shifting paths. Our 20s and sometimes our 30s are often about exploring the world, college, or starting jobs, or moving to new cities. Friendships may feel abundant and energetic, but this is usually the first stage of where life paths diverge dramatically. Defining traits of early childhood friendships are freedom and shared ambition and trying new things together. Early adult relationships are challenged by moves and new relationships and career demands, all of which start creating physical and emotional distance. From our early adult relationships, we learn the beginnings of intentional friendship, making time despite differing schedules. Stage 4, that's established adulthood friendships. That's the great jungle of life. By midlife, our plates are full. There are careers and family responsibilities and personal goals and financial pressures. Spontaneity often gives way to scheduling, and our social circle tends to shrink. A defining trait of established adult relationships is depth over breadth. We tend to have fewer but closer bonds. Challenges from established adult relationships include finding time for them or maintaining long-distance connections or realizing some friendships no longer fit our current selves. From our established adult relationships, we learn that quality matters more than quantity. Friendships evolve into an intentional choice, not by default. Stage 5, later life. It's a time of reflection and renewal. Toward retirement years and beyond, friendship can take on new meaning again. There are fewer time constraints, and there's more emphasis on emotional support and often a rekindling of past connections. Defining traits of later in life friendships are mutual care and shared history and gratitude. Challenges of later in life friendships include health and mobility and losing friends to time. From later in life friendships, we learn that every moment with those we love is precious, and even old friendships can bloom again. Across all these stages, friendships shift for a few key reasons. First, there are life transitions. Moving or career changes or marriage or parenting or retirement alter the time and energy available for socializing. Second, our identities evolve. What we value and how we see the world changes. Not all friendships grow in the same direction. Third, our needs change. At 25, you may want a night out. At 45, you may want a supportive chat over tea. And at 65, you may want companionship for your morning walks. Once we understand these shifts as natural, we stop blaming ourselves or others when friendships look different than they did before. While friendship has always required effort, adulthood asks that we become more intentional and adaptable. Here are some guiding principles. First, prioritize connection, even in small ways. You may not be available weekly, but you can send a quick message or forward a quote that made you think of them, or leave a quick voicemail. Small touch points matter. Most mornings, I send a quick text to roughly 16 of my friends and family. And when I say quick, I mean quick. It's 2 emojis, the high five hand and the kiss. The choice of these 2 emojis is intentional. The high five means you are enough, and the kiss means I love you. Second, schedule friendship like you schedule work. It may sound unromantic, but if you don't put coffee dates or phone dates on the calendar, they often won't happen. Friendship thrives on consistency. Third, accept that some friendships are seasonal. A friendship may be deeply important during a certain chapter of your life and then naturally wane. This doesn't diminish its value, however. It just means its role has shifted. Fourth, embrace vulnerability. Surface-level chatter won't sustain adult relationships. Real connection comes from sharing truth and listening without judgment and showing up in each other's struggles as well as their celebrations. Fifth, be open to making new friends. Even if it feels intimidating, remember, plenty of other adults are also craving connection. Join groups or attend community gatherings or explore shared interests. Approach it with curiosity, not pressure. Sixth, release the guilt. Life is busy. Sometimes weeks slip by without reaching out. But instead of letting guilt turn into avoidance, send that, "Hey, I've been thinking about you" text message. True friends understand. Not every friendship is meant to last forever, however. If interactions regularly leave you feeling drained or unseen or unheard, it's okay to step back. From childhood playgrounds to late-night coffee chats, friendships will take many forms. You'll outgrow some connections, you'll deepen others, and sometimes you'll circle back to people you thought were gone from your life forever. But the golden thread running through all of it is this: friendship in any form thrives on kindness and presence and mutual care. Your circle may look different at 40 than it did at 14, and I promise that your circle at 60 will look different than it did at 40, but it can be just as rich, if not richer, because it's grounded in choice and understanding and shared history. So send that text. Accept that invitation. Be the person who reaches out first. Life is sweeter when it's shared, and friendships, no matter their stage, deserve tending. Wishing you peace and plenty of fulfilling connections. Until next time, this is Amy, your gray and happily connected girlfriend. Hey, it's Amy. Did you know that what we tell ourselves about ourselves impacts every decision we make? Every decision. So if you're feeling stuck in any aspect of your life, RTT can help. Want to know more? Go to amyblairlawson.com or click on the calendar link in the show notes to schedule your complimentary 30-minute consultation. Oh, one last thing. I can't forget the legal stuff. You know what I'm talking about. The language a lawyers write that I have to read to you. Well, here it goes. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. While I am a rapid transformational therapy practitioner, a certified divorce financial analyst, and a licensed investment advisor, this podcast is not intended as a substitute for a private session or a consultation. Got it? All right. Until next time, wishing you peace and plenty of all good things.